Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It is time for Friday night on the Homestead, and tonight's topic is clothing allergies. So, how everybody's doing out there? I hope you're doing good. Just to give everybody a heads up, if you hear screaming coming from the background, I got four grandsons over here watching. They're watching a movie. I can't remember which one it is right now, but they've been watching movies all day here. So, all right. So let's see who's all here. Make sure I get everybody. I know there's one more came in that I missed here. All right. First one in was Phelan Clan Wolf, then Walt Rogers, then It's the Marshmallow Man, followed by Susan Galley, Kaylin Strain, and Rachel Knight is here. And we got several others, according to the numbers here, lurking. Lurking is fine, everyone. Just make sure you give me a thumbs up. You know, be nice if you could say, hey, I'm going to be lurking like Rachel did. Rachel said, lurking. That's all you need to do to check in. All right. So a couple weeks back, we talked about food allergies, and we've talked about seasonal allergies before last year and stuff on here. Well, someone recommended, I can't remember who it was, recommended or suggested I do one on clothing allergies. And so that's what we're doing here tonight. Let me switch that around a second. There, right. Okay. And so I found out some very interesting stuff, and I'm going to cover some of this data as we go along here because I think it's very interesting and explains a lot. Because a lot of people say, oh, I'm allergic to this or I'm allergic to that, and they're really not. What they're allergic to is the chemicals used to process that material. So let's see here. All right, we're going to go ahead and start in here. And anybody comes in late, hey, I tried sending out my own notification, about it, and we'll just see that the platform is probably trying to shadow ban me again because I was arguing with them over a video they pulled because I was giving false medical information. And interesting thing is there was no medical information talked about in that video. So their AI is really screwed up because it picked up the countdown timer as giving medical information. Anyways, let's get on with this here and see what we got here. All right, so pop up here. So I'm going to jump right into some facts here on it. All right, several sites say the number one clothing allergy is formaldehyde. Yeah, formaldehyde. Who would have guessed that people might be allergic to that? And Tammy just came in from Rebel Canners. Woohoo! So formaldehyde is used to protect cotton fiber from being attacked by parasites. Now, I couldn't find out where they were. Either the two ones that listed this right off the bat. The third one was talking about after harvesting. So where exactly along the line they're treating cotton fibers with formaldehyde to protect them from parasites. Now, it says it is also added to strengthen the cotton material against deterioration, which is kind of interesting for something later on here. Another fun fact I found out about the cotton and stuff and everything here. So the resin is actually quite especially low in conventional clothing material since it can make it's quite important, especially in conventional materials, because it can make clothes resistant from wrinkling. So you got stuff that's wrinkle-free, permanent press type stuff. Chances are they've been adding formaldehyde to it. Yeah, so clothes which have been processed with formaldehyde is the number one leading cause for skin allergy or irritation. So that makes a lot of sense because you think they were all concerned about us inhaling formaldehyde and in paneling and stuff, in homes and stuff. So they made them remove all the formaldehyde from the processing of wood siding paneling for indoors and stuff. And yeah. So if you're allergic to formaldehyde, or think it might be that it's actually formaldehyde you're allergic to and not the cotton or the wool or some blends and stuff, you might want to just start checking the labels to avoid these clothing have it in it. Now, amazing. One of the ones that is, if you see, they'll say lycra on it instead of spandex, and so you got they add a little spandex lycra to the cotton fibers to give the shirts a little bit more move, so it's not quite so binding and everything. And so yeah, those have a little bit more of the formaldehyde added to it as well. All right, next number 2, new clothes. How many of you ever bought found is known carcinogen? That's why they don't let us take out Project Homes with us. Yeah, because they say soak them in formaldehyde. Yeah. So most people, how many of you bought new clothes and you just put it on without washing them first? And then you're wondering, why is this itchy? Cotton usually doesn't bother me. This doesn't usually bother me. And then the next, so after you get in the wear it today, you throw it in the hamper, and the next time you wash it, well, that's weird. It's not making me itch this time. There's probably a good reason to that. Okay, if you're prone to, it's best to wash. If you're prone to allergies, skin allergies, it's best to wash all clothing first before using it. There are reports which state how numerous clothing companies coat clothes with all. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I copied this here, so I think they didn't do it right. There are news reports of how numerous companies coat clothes with. I think they left out. They left out a word there. Although most companies such practice claim they are only using the negligible amounts of formaldehyde. Yes, Bob was supposed to have formaldehyde up here, and they did that. The author didn't type it in there. Sorry, I should have proofread this a little bit better. To be on the safe side, wash new clothes first. So a lot of the clothes, even if it's not cotton or natural fibers like wool, even synthetics and stuff, they're treating them with small amounts of formaldehyde to help get even your synthetic shirts and stuff to keep them so they are permanent press. All right, wool-based clothing. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about the problems with I'm allergic to wool and stuff. Well, okay, and I say generally speaking, wool is not the problem, but the issue lies in the process in which it's not actually the process which wool is manufactured. It's the process by which the wool was processed into usable material. The method usually includes lanolin, a type of alcohol. People who are prone to allergic reactions or those who have sensitive skin may experience a nasty reaction to the wool. The usual symptoms include itchiness or formation of prickles. If you really need to buy clothing made from wool, always check the label to see if there's any indication that lanolin was used in the process, or check online, because sometimes companies won't put that in there on the label. They'll just say, don't do this, don't do that. And so sometimes you're going to need to do a little investigation to find out if that was it was used in it, and then find out whether or not taking the wool to a dry cleaner or something like that, where they can remove the lanolins from it. But then again, dry cleaning also is done with chemicals, and some people are allergic to the chemicals in the dry cleaning process as well. So So that's there. And let's see. So Geeky Gardens just came in, and Chef Tech is here. Oh, is they okay? So hotels buy sheets that say pre-washed, yet they are all treated with chemicals, so bugs and mildew don't affect them in the long journey across the western pond. Yeah, and they rarely wash them before they put them on the guest's bed. Yes, they put the brand new ones on. They don't want. They're trying to save money by saving one washing out of however many. So yeah, they put them straight on the bed. So Rachel is allergic to lanolin, and Kayla says, yeah, you don't find such treatment on the labels. All right, let's go on to the next. Let's go on to number 4. Dyes. Oh wow, we were just talking about dyes last month, and the month before that too. Different types of dyes and colorings, and we were talking about like the dyes in cosmetics and the dyes for food and stuff. Well, dyes in clothing. Some people are allergic to the dyes in clothing. How many of you have ever wore a brand new pair of blue jeans, denims? And if you ever get them wet and stuff, have you noticed how your skin takes on a bluish tint? And if you're wearing white underwear or white socks, all of a sudden they have they take on a blue tint. And if you accidentally wash those brand new blue jeans in with whites, all your whites take on a bluish tint. That's from the dye that's in there. And I have a visitor here, guys. Come here. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. All right. Go back in there, okay? Go back in the front room. That was Oliver. And Glenn has joined us here. How to garden. So, and I cannot pronounce that one word there in the middle, middle of the second sentence or second line there. Mainly they shorten it down to PPDs. Now, evidently, black contains more PPDs compared to other colored dyes, other dye colors. So it causes severe skin reaction to people who are susceptible to skin allergies. And so if you're allergic to PPDs, it says it's best to pick colors that are neutral ones or just plain white. All right. And let's see. They can also check with clothing lines that do not use the PPDs in their dyeing their clothes. I know back in the late 70s, they were talking about the color dyes giving people a lot of bad allergies, and that's when a lot of the color that certain dyes and stuff were removed by FDA. Said all right, you can no longer use these because they're causing problems. All right, number 5, and number 5 is latex. And of course, a lot of people have allergies to latex, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear running footsteps around the hallway here and behind me. So they better get back in there watching their movie. It's I always watch new. I don't want to join the Blue Men crew. Yes. All right, and Kaylin jumped ahead to something coming up here, but yeah, dyes and detergents. All right, where was I? Okay, now what were you? They used to. They're changing a little bit, but some companies still do it. Like elastics in underwear and other type material that have elastics in them. They use latex in the elastics. So that's where some people have the allergic is because of the allergic reaction is because of the latex in the elastic bands. I know one of my nieces had a bad time until they realized that she was allergic to latex, and it was the bands on her underwear, and she had a favorite pair of gym shorts or something that had it on it too, so she'd always get a rash from that. And you can always check a dermatologist so they can recommend topical ointments or other preventative measures to avoid allergy attacks caused by clothing materials. All right, number 6, laundry. Oh man, this is going to be a long one. And Mark came in with his other channel, Mad Chick Acres. So laundry detergent causes a lot of rashes and stuff to appear. There's even several ads out for these scent-free, dye-free laundry detergents, because there's so many people getting allergic reactions to the laundry soap. I don't think my daughter had any allergic reactions, but my wife and I just didn't like the smell of most laundry soap. The fragrances are just sometimes overpowering, even after it's gone through the rinse cycle. And we used to put stuff on double, add the extra rinse cycle at the end there, and stuff would still come out stinking like the stupid perfumes and stuff. So we went years and years ago. We went to the fragrant-free laundry soap and stuff. But I got to talk to my daughter, because I've noticed lately that the boys, when they come over here, their clothes smell perfumey. So she's either putting in a fabric softener or something else in there. So I got to talk to her and say, hey, this may be why they are getting all agitated, and why they're having blotches sometimes show up on their skin. So like it says here, major cause down here near the bottom, major causes of fragrances, preservatives, and surfactants. Anyway, so we'll talk a little bit more about these here in a minute. Just basically be sure to wash clothes in a skin-friendly detergent. Don't use softeners or other additives in the final rinse cycle, because you're putting crap back into them again. And Tammy says all those fragrances are damaging our lungs. Exactly. And Glenn's tagging on that. It causes breathing problems. All right, let's go the next one. All right, so fragrances in laundry detergents. Chemicals that are added to make stuff smell good. However, these chemicals can cause allergic reactions. 2 ingredients called hydroperoxides are often added to make detergent smell better, which include limonene, which is a citrus-based, and linalool, which produces a large range of floral scents. These substances release their scent when they are mixed with oxygen in the air. All right. Preservatives. Preservatives are added to laundry detergent to help protect against contamination. Let's think about that. So you have the laundry detergent, and you're worried about it getting contaminated. What are you going to be contaminating the laundry detergent with? If you use liquid laundry detergent, you keep that bottle shut, because you don't want it spilling all over the place. And if you use the powdered, you're not going to be contaminated, unless they're doing something that's going to contaminate it on the production end, which is just plain bad. And then it says they're also used to prolong shelf life and kill bacteria or fungi that can cause the detergent to break down and be less effective for cleaning. Another thought here. Back in the days, I never had any, we never I don't think there was any problems about stuff breaking down until they started coming up with the supersized containers. So one group of preservatives is called parabens. Has received a lot of negative attention in the media. These chemicals are thought to be endocrine disruptors, which means they might mimic or interfere with the hormones in the body. Oh, yeah, cool. In reality, allergic reactions to paradigms are rare. However, this fear has led to the development of many paraben-free products. Good, including some types of laundry detergents. I don't care if allergic reactions to the paradigms are rare. The fact that there's a high possibility of them being endocrine disruptors and can interfere with the hormones of the body. That there should be a reason for a certain alphabet agency to jump on it and ban them. But hey, they're probably getting paid under the table. All right, the surfactants are another ingredient used in laundry detergent that could cause allergic reactions. These substances help break up the stains and keep the dirt that's released from the laundry into the water from sticking back onto your clothes. Some types of surfactants are particularly helpful in removing oil-based stains, while others act as fabric softeners. Surfactants boost the effectiveness of your laundry detergent, but coming into contact with these substances can cause skin irritation. Another reason to use the extra rinse cycle on your clothes, or use less soap. Messed up hormones equal messed up pronouns. Pronouns, voluntary choices of pronouns is a whole nother problem altogether. God doesn't have a problem with pronouns. It's he and she. That's it. Water softeners, scent enhancers, and other after wash additives. Yeah. Anything you put on the clothes afterwards, and it's just totally screwy. And Mark puts that y'all need to pick up the MSDS sheets for detergents and softeners. And MSDS is the material safety data sheets. Every chemical produced in the United States has to have a material safety data sheet with it, and you can track those down. And they're supposed to be easily acceptable by the companies that use them are supposed to have them on their websites. Of course, some companies don't. And you go, oh, we forgot to put them on there. The parabens are also in hair and body care products. Okay. All right. Sorry, my mind just went there. I'm going to go with it. So body care products like shampoo, which adds more body. It says it increases body and fullness. How many people use shampoo and when it runs down over their body and wonder why their bodies are getting fuller and are adding more body and fullness to their bodies? It's the shampoo. It's the parabens in the shampoos that are screwing up our bodies and making us fat. Yeah. And they're also supposed to have anything that gets shipped is supposed to have it online. So any fire department, Department of Transportation, anybody can look it up quickly to see what chemicals they're dealing with in case of an accident. And I think that's my last page on this. Yeah. Yeah. So throw that down there. So that was that was just some of the stuff I dug up on for it. It's just that it's so. That's what I'm looking for on it. It's so annoying that here's Mark. Mark,
you knew I'd be on.
Yeah, it's just so annoying that these companies know this stuff is bad because they've, somebody, their safety officer has read, has to read the material safety data sheets and stuff. It's part of their job, and they're supposed to report on hazardous chemicals, on it. But they just, they keep on using them. Oh, well, it's such small amounts. Oh, let's see. Yeah, plutonium, was it 930, 832, 930, whatever the heck it is. Yeah, small amounts of it. Yay, but still kills you.
I remember, if anybody's old enough to remember Breck shampoo, BRECK.
Nobody in our family used it. We all used Pearl.
Well, anyway, I remember I used to read the label. I used to read the labels on everything when I was growing up, and it literally had formaldehyde in it. I'm like, really? And it didn't occur to, I didn't know what it was. And it also had, butylethyl zolanone or some wacky 800 syllable word in there. Yeah. Good luck looking that one up.
All right. So Tammy says she used PERT. We tried PERT a little bit, but just, with working around construction stuff, always getting grease and oil in the hair. Pearl was the only thing that worked for us for getting it out.
I use shaving cream and a razor on my head.
I remember the brand. I remember that. Oh, she remembers that brand. Her sisters liked it. She went for the baby shampoo. Yeah, Johnson & Johnson's Gentle Baby Shampoo. I just had a thought here on that. I'm afraid to go back and look at what was actually in Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. Exactly. Okay. What is in Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo?
Oh, he's looking at it. Here we go.
I'm looking it up. I can't help myself, folks. I can't help myself. Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo.
Ingredients.
Boom. Make it bigger. Scroll down here. Okay.
That's the new stuff. What about the old stuff? You won't find the ingredient listings on the old ones.
Yeah. Aqua. Isn't that
water?
Dimethyl oxide? Then it's got something or other pertain. Decyl glycoside, sodium chloride, polyquadramine of the 10, coconut acid. Coconut acid. This is baby shampoo. You're putting acid in there.
Got to cut the grease somehow.
Yeah, glycerin, sodium methyl collotrigate, PEG-80, sorbane lurlite, PEG-150, disintegrate, sodium chloride.
Ooh, salt.
Sodium, disodium EDTA, citric acid, and that's not the friendly citric actual juice citric acid. That's the chemical artificial citric acid. BHT,
sodium benzoate,
and perfume. But BHT, which is the chemical that causes in plastics and stuff, it causes all sorts of crap. And that's in the
liquid, not just the bottle.
Yeah, that's in the liquid, not the bottle. Let me look at another one. Is anything different on this one here? Nope, exactly the same things here on this one here too. And both in English and Spanish and something else. And they got some warnings up above here in multiple languages.
Look up Breck shampoo, BRECK.
BRECK.
Yep.
Breck shampoo. It looks like it's still around.
There it is. There you have to do the fourth one there. If it showed vintage, there you go. See if it
Yeah.
shows the ingredient on that
Well,
one.
that's to buy on eBay, but I got to look.
Yeah, but they might show the back of the bottle. That's the vintage one.
Well, all right, we'll see. Let's open that up in a new tab. Okay.
There it is. You better zoom that one way in.
And it's as much as I can zoom it in. Water, ammonium lauryl sulfate, lauryl sulfate, whatever. Okay. I can't pronounce. Sorry. Laurai DEA. Cocoa amino, same thing there. Hydroxide sulfatane. Fragrance. What fragrance? They need to be more specific on the fragrance.
Nah, smells pretty.
Tetrasodium. EDTA. Polyene glycol. Methane paraben. Oh, there's that paraben stuff.
There it is. Formaldehyde.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting down to the formaldehyde. DM, hydrotone, citric acid, sodium chloride, formaldehyde, FD and C yellow number 5, FDC and yellow number 10, and FD and C red number 4. And those aren't supposed to be taken internally or used near the eyes. Remember from back when I went through all that one there, they were on that list not to go near the eyes.
Yeah, the older ones, see, that still has a barcode on it. The even older ones from the 70s, yeah, they had ingredients that had like 20 syllables in them.
Yeah, and the thing is, so I type in here shampoo ingredients. It's not showing the ingredients. It's showing everything else but it. So nobody's pulled up the ingredients list on it. I wonder why.
Probably because you're on Google.
All right, Tammy says citric acid is made from mold these days, and Mother Earth Garden. Oh, it jumped on me. Mother Earth Garden said wash the baby with ivory soap, clean the hair too.
We used ivory. All my friends used Dial. Hated Dial. My mom always bought ivory.
Yeah, don't use most of your hand soaps have stuff in it that kills bacteria, including the good bacteria, and makes the treatment of the sewer water practically impossible. Because a lot of sewer treatment plants use special bacteria to gobble up the poo and eat a bunch of the stuff, and all of a sudden people started using all this antibacterial hand soap, and it killed all the bacteria in the processing plant, the sewer plant.
And the hand sanitizer.
Yeah. I was just going to look something up, and I forgot what it was. Oh, citric acid. Just to see how do they make. I want to make sure I get it right here. Citric acid. Go off of images. Let me get back into all. Okay, here we go. So citric acid is a major industrial chemical produced at greater than 2 million tons a year worldwide. Its main source is not from fruit, but from the fermentation of crude sugars, molasses, and cornstarch by the mold. I'm not.
Asparagus niger.
Niger, yeah. I want to make sure that was pronounced right before I went there.
You need an extra consonant to mispronounce it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm human. I make mistakes. Wait, I can't say it on YouTube. I'm supposed to be an absolute expert in everything on YouTube. I don't know about Aquanet taking out the ozone single-handedly, but I know Aquanet took out quite a few muggers because we all starting back in the 70s, we used to tell ladies, hey, carry a can of Aquanet hairspray in your purse.
And a big lighter.
It's not like it's not.
Sorry,
we said that on the slide too. But see, Aquanet is not considered offensive chemical like mace or pepper spray or anything like that. It's for my hair. Oh, I got it in your eyes. Now your eyes are glued shut. Oh, well, you can't see me. Yeah, there was also more than one case of a lady guy trying to sort of spray. She was spraying at him and stuff. And he's like this, and then she finally gets the lighter out and lights him up. Of course, he has all that stuff on him now, so he's playing Michael Jackson running down the street. Or was that Richard Pryor?
Yeah, it was Pryor.
Pryor running down the street. Yeah.
There was a lot of cases of bedroom fires and women losing all their hair while smoking, putting on Aquanet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember those. Person, getting all pretty. She's got a cigarette hanging out of her mouth, and she's doing up her hair. I remember seeing some of those photos.
Yep. Oof! Where'd my hair go? Oh crap! Where's the wig?
Oh, exactly. But yeah, there's as far as the allergies and clothes, I mean, you just look at all the chemicals, and I've been afraid to look at the chemicals used in the clothing. Of course, I would say 90% of the clothing I buy is cotton, or 85% is cotton, 5% is wool. Specifically, I go buy those, and then every now and then I get something given to me, or something that's more of a lycra type, expendable shirt type thing that has cotton in it, but it's got a lot of the other crap in it too.
Unfortunately, 90% or more of all the clothing, yes, it's made with American cotton that we ship overseas. Well, they have to treat these spools of cotton so they don't get bacteria and stuff going over there. Then they treat them with other chemicals for colors and that, and then they retreat it again to ship it back to us. And there's more chemicals and stuff, and a lot of stuff you ain't washing out the first time.
Yeah. And one of the other things, talking about the come on, brain work. The fabric softeners added to it. Oh, because I really got turked off at this one commercial on Tubi. Talking about, oh, you put it on the clothes. Oh, the cotton is so itchy. The cotton's not itchy. Cotton's nice and soft. Oh, they put it on the wool and everything. So use this in your fabric. Use this fabric softener because it breaks down the scratchy fibers, so it's nice and soft. I'm thinking, oh yeah, break down the fibers so it wears out and goes away a lot quicker, and you get a lot more lint in your dryer because you've been breaking down the cotton and wool fibers.
It doesn't break it down; it coats it.
No, they say it causes so it's not all stiff and pokey. It breaks it down a little bit, makes it soft and flexible. So it's, instead of being rigid, it breaks it down a little bit so it's flexible. Yeah, well, it's breaking down flexible means it's also going to bend more and break off easier, and you're removing some of it to make it softer, thinner, more flexible. And that's it. You're making it thinner too, so it's like.
Yeah, I mentioned I commented a little bit back about dryer sheets, which I couldn't get it all in type. So yeah, dryer sheets. Oh, everything smells pretty, bounce, all that stuff. But the problem is those dryer sheets give off it's like a paraben or whatever.
Yeah, paraffin wax.
It sticks to the walls of your vent going outside, and that causes excessive buildup of lint, and it just compounds itself in dryer fires.
Yeah. Well, not only that. Okay, so now you have this. Is it not only is it what part of from the dryer sheet is being blown through, and it's coating the inside of the dryer. It's coating the all the parts going out and the tube and stuff. But now your clothes are covered with this paraffin as well.
Mm-hmm. But they smell good and they're so soft.
only because it feels soft because you got wax on it, so it's slippery.
Like Snuggle.
Yeah. So, guys, I don't care. Go play in your other room.
Tell them if they don't go play, you're going to put them to work on that knitting mill behind you there.
Yeah. So, yeah, and that's one of the things. Oh, it's amazing is that we got to make cotton soft. I mean, when I was growing up in the '60s and 50s, because I was born in the '50s, I mean, it was like, hey, my number one favorite thing was Levi blue jeans, or the green ones when they had green ones at the time, because I used to watch Cap. And of course, on Captain Kangaroo, they had Mr. Green Jeans. So hey, all the boys in my class wanted to have green jeans. You know, you can tell who watched Captain Kangaroo. We all had white T-shirts for until they came out with the what was called the surfer shirts, where they got have the red or the blue stripes on the big wide stripes on them. There's also what surfers all wore and stuff, but they're all cotton. None of them were scratchy. None of them were, needed to be softened anymore. I think the only reason why so many people think we need to soften this stuff so much is because we got so many people that have not gone out and played in the dirt, haven't gone running through the bushes. Their skin is so softer than a newborn baby's, and so it's so they got I'm sorry, it's like the one Grant said, hey, you need to toughen up, dude. Your younger brothers are tougher than you. They make you cry all the time. That was him. Have you heard that screech? He has the highest girly pitch screech. Sorry, ladies, didn't mean to offend.
Hey, if you need to take a break, go have a chat with him quick.
About wrapping it up here. We've been covering stuff here. At least they're not beating on each other; they're chasing each other around, which means the movie was supposed to be an hour and a half. They're totally ignoring it because I started it just before I went live. Fortunately, I only got to put up with this one day a month.
Yeah, you're saying about back in the 50s and 60s, the clothing, nothing had a problem. Well, that's because it was all the cotton came from America. All the mills were in America. Everything was in America. We didn't have to treat it with anything to worry about anything going across the pond. Yeah. And we didn't worry about other countries not having specific laws to prevent them from putting bad crap on our stuff.
Yeah. And sending it back to us.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So this is the first one at the new time at 8 p.m. Eastern. So coming up here tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping, it is the worst states for grid collapse. Basically, the worst states for you to be in for a grid collapse, and the worst states that are going to have a collapse because the way they handle their infrastructure.
Hey, somebody's behind you.
Hi, Oliver. All right.
They chase me.
They're chasing you?
Yeah.
Go hide in the closet.
What?
Yeah, your closet you like to hide in.
Yeah, I want to wait for.
They have in the kids' playroom.
Too late. He's back.
He's back. They have a closet in there, and generally he goes in and closes the door so they can't find him. So go hide. Yes.
This way.
Yeah. Because it's backwards. All right, go. Anyways, mulberry stains are eternal, but it's natural.
I'm the talking raccoon, and I know where you hide. You better run to that closet.
He can't hear you because I got an earbud in.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Oliver, go. 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 1, 2. There you go, Brian. Yeah. So, all right. So tomorrow, which states are most likely to have grid failure because of poor infrastructure, and which ones are the worst ones to be in when the grid goes down nationwide?
I bet you
All
there's
right,
one state that fits both.
Yeah. Oh, there's still. I got about 6 that fit both. All right, and then of course we'll also be discussing. Some states are so large. There's areas which is who cares. In other areas, it's like the zombies are out. So yeah, we'll be talking about those as well. Monday, back here on Camppatton Family Compound for the Monday Night Fireside Chat. It's what is hard to can. So we're going to talk about some of that, and we're going to talk about also some things that you shouldn't can at all. And of course, do not use sage when canning.
Well,
unless you really, really, really love the sage, the flavor of sage. All right, Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping for Tactical Tuesday. The topic is one that was requested by a viewer. Actually, several viewers have requested it. That's why I didn't put a single name on it, because it was multiple requests. And that is bug out vehicles. So we're going to talk about bug out vehicles. And then next, of course, Thursday night is the Midnight Ride. And then next Friday here on it is this is going to be an interesting one, because I'm not going to tell you exactly what it's about. I'll just tell you the topic or the title of it. Never Promised a Rose Garden. All right, so that's what's coming up next Friday. It's going to be an interesting one about I never promised you a rose garden.
You gonna make me
All right?
sing?
Huh?
Okay, I'll sing. You gonna make me sing?
No.
Okay.
Nobody's going to be singing the song. But there is one just for laughs and giggles. I'm going to give you next Saturdays, not tomorrow's, next Saturdays. Unhealthcare system. Okay. Well, that's my whole list. How am I going to keep the little demons out of my canning jars? Oh. All right, folks. Thank you all for coming in. I hope I gave you some useful information here and opened your eyes to do a little looking for the clothes you're buying. And it's, trying to deal with what my daughter is getting for the 4 little monsters. Yes, healthcare. Too funny. Yeah, I will tell you this. I will admit I did steal the name from somebody's T-shirt that he has on his merchandise on his channel, and that's the Fat Electrician. So the U.S. military is the largest provider of unhealth care in the world. But we're talking a different type of unhealth care here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So thanks for coming up here, Mark. Thank you, everybody in side chat, for your comments and everything else. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern on Gray Man Prepping for talking about the power grid and the worst places to be. And I may throw in a couple of the best places to be too. All right. See y'all later.
Good night, everybody.